second. Give them a minute. Oh, mate. It's painful, they're blank, but it's kind of the way it is, man. It's a competitive format for a reason, right? It wouldn't be the most prestigious event of the year if anyone was just making it through to the finals. If anyone could walk in, it'd be like a bouncer blank that doesn't check ID. Instead, just looks to see if he likes the colour of the shirt you're wearing. It's very silly. It's not a good system.
Are those Nikes?
You know, you're not coming in.
It's not acceptable behaviour from you.
Well, you Max Man. Come on in.
We've got two different bouncers here. We're going to flip the coin to allow the Max Man into the club here. But into the survival stage in the last chance club, we have 16 teams to be decided on just yet. We have esports who honestly been doing fantastically well. Despite losing out on 2 angles now, they still got themselves second place and both really playing very well off the back of some strong positions, which we know they're good at taking earlier on. But penultimate match here of the entirety of the survival stage as we head in towards Miramar, the dusty desert here in front of us.
Damage has been done here to DK in terms of the confidence. They've got to go for a wide rotate through the blue. They don't like their chances of driving through the actual map right now. Inco, though, take the fight from the players driving in more directly. Vehicles down the gulch and straight into the face of Nassar. Inco just peeking out through the back, man. Backing up.
Pretty much in danger going forward, but you can see just how close the grouping is towards 6
as well. Haven't seen this for a few moments, but it looks like they've wound themselves back up and want to let it rip. Going in for the swing towards the top floor. FaZe Clan holding on the ground as well, as they will hit with a shotty, strike against the first and leave them slumped down on the deck. Alex clearing the building. Oh, it's a late reaction, but he does still find the flick at the top of the...
DK, though, still stuck on this ridge side. Oh, Sal goes to hit these shots over to the side, but it's not to be. And Duxan, similarly, heading over towards where Rook is currently playing. Duxan, we're able to take them down on our second angle of the deck. BTR on the backstab as well towards Rook's side of things. IHC, though, coming through over towards Duxan. Junie goes down. Not the play you want to fall here, considering the amount of work this lad's been able to do for the rest of the team. Immediately, Panic Smoke's been displayed here. Zipian still up front with the DBS, but he takes a nade here. Now just 2 players. Great shots through the window from Hoxie, but is it enough, Jackie?
Is it? That's the big question. And right now, the proof is in the punishment as the guns are dealing all the damage. Hoxie with a hefty right hook connects through the window. Junie forced back as well. Doors blown off. Looking uncomfortable. Sideline sweep for Alex. Oh my. Pressure applied. What is happening, Blank? This is non-stop warfare. Everyone is swinging into it.
An unreal explosion on the vehicle from Duxan, but the blue pushing them in, and IHC looks for an absolute spray down. And with that, Duxan ended their spree at 104 points. Not too far away, but everyone's ready to pick up, but almost feels like the pressure somewhat got to...
Eyeing them up. Sizing them up.
3 points.
Seeing if they'll be... No, again, looking to compound crash in on this one. DBS is ready. Yo. Nice bait on the nade. That is sick. As Lepar will blow them away, Blank.
Massive amount of damage from both sides of these players on BTR. 2 nades, 2 successful knocks. One outside, trying to res him up, gets him back into position. Lepar on the edge here, scouting around the side. DBS won't have to do the work too much here as 90 Dep takes down Superboy. Will finish him off here, but Sem9 certainly struggling on this push versus BTR once again, seeming sort of like their kryptonite. Lepar, last player remaining. Nade in hand, but run directly into one of Sem9.
Against Sem9, you were thinking they were probably going to be able to clean house on that one, or at least survive quite heavy-handedly. Instead, the reset is great from Sem9. There was no aggression to shut down the knock players.
Preventing the push coming through from the rest of Sem9. He's in a bad spot. He's godless, completely exposed, and now it's down to Alex. The one-man arm through from Alex. The fact that he's able to step up tall, Versity squad, maneuvers the vehicle out the way, looks to go for the crash onto him, won't find it, but you can see the thought process. Dear.
Man, you can't control this guy. So confident in the way that he plays it. Now, though, we switch our attention to Namiga, and that is a beautiful nade. Coops blowing away the first. Looking to finish them off with a quick follow-up as well. That one's going to be on target. That is huge from Coops. Hitting all of the nades, Blank.
Coops is just the Grim Reaper of the lobby on Enigma Galaxy. He just sends some disgusting nades over the top, and he's not stopping. Little Boy's got one of his own, looking where to place it. Another nade will go for the air pop. That looks pretty good onto... You know, that's going to set themselves up very nicely around the 60-point mark, which sets them on side with you do a lot of map balls just yet. One more game to make that happen. Freak takes down Tam, though, as he quickly peeks over the top side. Enigma Galaxy just aren't finished yet. NB Esports gets ripped to pieces by this team, torn apart. Some of the players coming through over towards NB Esports, but it's brute force flying up towards Team K. So there's nades coming out. Papi Potro sends in a blaster. Will explode 2 of the players from brute force, and Neo's only last player alive to try and fend off against his squad, but Papi Potro puts him in the bin before anything more can happen. Sem9 also take this opportunity to send down the hill. They lost a player on the eastern side, but they're in towards a top 3 position. This is good for them, but they need to go further. Otherwise, this last game still will mean a lot to them.
Enigma Galaxy, how far screwed onto their heads right now? Are they in a position where they can play this right, play this smart, They've had some moments of absolute madness, but they've got to do even more here. Peppering bullets onto the rotate from Sem9. Sem9 that are still playing so crazy, so ridiculous with some of the rotates we've seen from them, some of the moves they've been making throughout this game. Even here, where they're in a final fight between three squads, they're still willing to be loud and audacious on their moves. Team Queso, they're just holding. They're just defending. All they've had to do is throw nades onto brute force. Outside of that, they've just been sitting pretty and waiting for the fight to come towards them. The longer the zone moves in as well, the less space between them there will be.
For Enigma Galaxy, they're just sucking up points towards that top side, not allowing anyone an easy breezy path towards that last chance. Tam sends a grenade over. Kenny gets out the vehicle just a little bit too early, will fall, die to that damage. For Enigma Galaxy, what a game from them so far, going up against Influence Rage, touted as one of the best squads in the lobby. Took a while for Enigma Galaxy to come online, but they certainly are now. All systems firing.
Activated at just the right time. Sem9 doing what they do best, but unfortunately this time the crash isn't going to work as the speed wasn't there for them. Go down and they lose out. So Queso with a triple threat, still alive and kicking, still in the fight. Ooh, he thought he had the edge on it, blank with a Molotov set up on top of the roof. Instead they just absolutely blew him to bits. Perfect placement on the nade. We thought Enigma Galaxy's nades were sick. Apparently both of these teams can drop some big bombs at the minute.
Yeah, the dynamite coming through from Team Queso so far. Seriously good stuff. Big Milo, up front and personal. Keeping himself in the doorway here, barring all entrances. Enigma Galaxy, Molotovs thrown, denying those sightlines, whilst Coops attempts to get his buddy back up on his feet, but Big Milo's up front with the S12K. Unlikely that Coops will get back in towards position, but the blue is pushing in Team Queso now, and a barrage of flame is in front of them. They'll have to push on through. Lord spots a player, Arta instantly hits the deck. What a timing from him.
Oh, this is rough, man. You were in a raw 3-on-3, but they hard committed to the res and left themselves exposed. So now it's up to the individuals. Lord, he's got to have a huge clutch, and it cannot happen. Queso hold on. They will defend the compound. Perfect placement of the nades, and a much-deserved chicken dinner in the final fight there as they overcome the odds and beat out Enigma Galaxy to take that chicken dinner on Miramar.
They do not melt under the hot sun.